Look, nobody tells you how lonely this fight really is. Every founder, every investor sitting on a pile of unfinished pitches and cold emails knows it. The grind to raise isn't just hard, it's brutal. You're hitting walls, getting ghosted, drowning in follow-ups that lead nowhere. It's crushing. You feel stuck between needing capital and being invisible. You're not lacking ideas or passion. You're missing the right people. Networks that actually move money, open doors, push agendas. The worst part? It's not just about money. It's about being understood, being taken seriously by the few who actually matter. The system you're trying to crack doesn't care about your vision unless you're plugged into the right circle. And that's what burns most. Wasting time on networks that offer noise, not real connections. But here's the thing. Those fundraising networks you hate, the ones filled with meaningless handshakes and surface-level chats. They're broken because they're built for the masses, not the rare few who matter. Real networks don't just dump you into endless Zoom rooms or LinkedIn groups. They create a space where the right investors and founders find each other deliberately, over shared values, trust, and relentless commitment. If you want to be one of the next-gen innovators, you have to stop chasing the crowd and start locking into those hardcore, laser-focused, complementary connections that accelerate everything. Not friends of friends or generic meetups. True partners who understand the real risks, the actual grind, and who won't blink when you ask for big bets on insane ideas. Here's the brutal truth you need to hear. Fundraising is half relationships and half timing. And the timing is useless if your relationships are weak. Forget the transactional stuff. The people who shape the future build bonds through mutual value that can never be faked or finessed. That means you bring more than your pitch. You bring relentless authenticity, concrete proof of your hustle, ideas you've proved in the trenches. You don't just want money. You want partners who will actively make introductions, open doors, challenge your plans, and push you harder than you push yourself. This is how you move from begging for funds to creating unstoppable momentum. If you're stuck, it's because your network isn't a network. It's a contact list that does nothing for you. Real networks are living, breathing forces that carry you through the darkest days. That's why you must start investing your time exclusively in networks that are exclusive, meritocratic, and extremely selective about who they admit. Where ability, not who you know, rules. Where diversity of thought isn't a checkbox, but the reason breakthroughs happen. Where your value earns you trust again and again, not once and forgotten. So what do you do right now? Cut loose the noise. Stop playing the numbers game. Stop chasing every pitch event or startup summit that promises exposure but delivers distraction. Find or build a network where founders meet only the smartest investors who don't waste time, where partners evolve into real collaborators with skin in the game. This isn't about popularity contests. It's about survival and growth in a world that rewards ruthlessly. And here's one more edge. They own their value and their freedom. They aren't frozen by old systems or geographic boundaries. They see the market as a tool to fund the impossible, not just the safe and known. That's where you want to be. Not trapped in tired loops, but moving fast, global, unforgiving, strategically ruthless. Get serious about your network's quality because your future depends on it. The difference between a good idea stuck on paper and a game-changing company is who you know and how deep the trust goes. Don't settle for less. Demand more. Build alliances with people who challenge, push, and invest, not just clap politely. If you're ready to stop spinning your wheels and start building the future, this is your battle plan. Be relentless on adding value, ruthless on cutting distractions, and obsessive about locking in with the few people who are equally driven to reshape everything. No more small talk. No more surface-level hope. Real connections or nothing. That's how fundraising networks shape next-gen innovators. Not by chance, but by design. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and visit the featured link to discover more.